Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, sizes, and proclivities, I am back and we are here once again to find out what the unboxing fairy has given the lab today. And it is another piece of fine technology brought to us by our friends at BlackStar, who happen to be BlackStar Amplification, who happen to be the most innovative amplification company that is out there right now. And yes, you can drone on and on and on if you wish to me about your vintage blah 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 thing that cost $3 million. I would much rather pay under $300 for a guitar and a rig that plays everybody's guitar out of everybody's cabinet. Oh, but it doesn't sound perfect. It's nobody knows that. You have no idea what Jimi Hendrix sounded like in 1971. The hell ever. You weren't there. And if you were, you got to see it, so shut up. Be grateful. Guarantee you Jimi Hendrix's guitar wasn't any better than the one you could pick off the rack at Guitar Center right now. You'd have picked that up and amazed you with that too. Shit, he would have put 5 strings against a paint canvas frame and out guitared you with that. So guess what? Don't matter. This thing makes all the noises. And it's a decent size. It's got outs to get to everything. You can use it as a monitor on your stage and you can plug it through your PA. So the ID Core Stereo 40 version 3. We're going to discover the possibilities. No. And as we do so, we're going to understand that these new modeling amps that all of the people who think that you need to, play from, only valve or tube amps, depending on which part of the world you come from, because otherwise you're being sacrilegious to the art of guitar, or whatever the hell it is. The amount of technology we can get in our cell phones keeps doubling, but in certain places in the world, or certain industries, they keep acting like, oh no, we don't need to, advance anything. We need to keep trying to reproduce the thing that was done in 1959. Stop it, Fender. Talking to you guys. Make new things. Let it give us new toys. Give us new access to all of the funness. And in our case, what is the funness? The funness is me throwing things out of boxes that I don't really look down in before I flip them over. And that is our wall wart. This is the extension to our wall wart that plugs into the wall, because we're in Europe. This is a programmable amplifier. And as such, oh, that's interesting. You told me not let me get to the handle. Oh wow, there is no handle. It's not there. So for all this box, we have ourselves quite a little compact unit. To my blade. My name is Muerte. My name is Death. Stanley Tucci, if you don't know, you should find out. Google it. It's a great movie. Still not working. Struggles. See the struggles. See what we go through. This is nothing that being more coordinated or having smaller hands could resolve, but I don't have either one of those things in my life. So the struggle. Look at this beauty. New stuff. Oh, the new stuff smell. We have all your typical controls. If you rake along the top here, we have all your general inputs and stuff. Your voicings, your volume, your gain, EQs, your effects, which they have this quad effects package where you can sort of very intuitively dial in levels of your favorite versions of echo, which are reverb, echo. Why are all effects echo, basically? Delay, it's always just repeating itself. And then, you know, you have your voices, your 12 effects, your interactive, you can plug it into your computer, you got your stereo line in, and it will play everything from your phone, computer, source output, just the way it sounds on the radio. It won't affect it like it would a typical amp. So it won't drive it through the gain. It has a separate driver. Yeah, you got foot switches, and you can put a chain of them. And it has this amazing handle on the back. I'm telling you, this thing is about as light as a feather. It's one pinky, you can lift this thing, and it's got enough power for you to practice anywhere you want. And you can even, you know, link it into a bigger system as a PA if you're starting and you're doing your small coffee shop, small jazz gigs, those kinds of things. I bought it primarily for rehearsal space and to practice jazz guitar. So I don't need it to, you know, EVH anybody. I'm not gonna be doing, you know, the Van Halen thing, but just, you know, just a little comping, and it's beautiful. It's gonna give us a little clear, true sound, and I mean, clean tones is what we really want, mostly for jazz anyway. So it'll serve my purposes just fine. But it can rumble if it needs to a little bit. It'll give you all the distorted sounds you want to, and it's got all the modern features need to broadcast, podcast, live stream, and you know, and do all those things on the internet, since we're all locked down infinitely apparently these days. So yeah, the V3, the BlackStar V3 ID Core Stereo 40. Look out for it. We're gonna do a full review eventually once I can get through all of the bits, boogles, and bots, and find out what it actually does and get a little control of this thing.